that.
Yep. And this is, all this may seem like a classic Cave matchup. Just remember, this is not Wadi, this is MJ. And Generic on the classic Young Link, going right into it, trying to use some of the same things that he does effectively against Wadi here.
Yes, but MJ generally a much more aggressive player than Wadi's Rob. Wadi likes to sit back and some might say spam, but I would say very tactically zone.
Right, he spaces very well,
yes.
right? MJ is like you said, he's aggressive, but he's good at like getting in your face and not just using the projectiles from a distance, but also like using the good hands that R.O.B has.
Yes. Yeah, his down tilt can set up a lot of good stuff.
But I mean, one of the things you always got to watch out for is the gyro. Right, gyro can really do quite a lot for your stage presence. Able to kind of like set up just like a little minefield. It doesn't do that much damage, but it does stuff your approaches.
Yeah, the way that it just lingers changes how you play around it.
Right. But now, it looks like Generic's had enough of it. He's like, this is mine now. I'm taking it.
This is my toy. I'm going home.
He's like, congratulations. I'm actually a character that uses a lot of V moves, so I can hold on to this as long as I like.
Yep. Ooh, quick nair. And Generic taking a pretty sizable lead so far.
So far, but he's still going to get the kill. Remember, R.O.B is relatively heavy, and it's not easy to get him into one of the big kill moves that Young Link is trying to go for.
Right, and as consistent as some of Young Link's kill moves are, there aren't. Well, I was going to say there aren't as many of them as there are for a lot of other characters. That nair will do it.
Yeah, the hard hit of nair. Really, actually, kind of useful in this situation. There's the up smash I was expecting earlier when we got the berry off the grab. I was expecting that he went for the up tilt, which I guess is just like, trying to rack up the percent, but I feel like, showing your hand a little too early. I think maybe trying to mix it up. I would have liked to see that.
The up smash isn't always guaranteed because the rate that they mash can change how it pops out.
Absolutely. For sure. But I mean, either way, I think it's just like you can hold it and kind of like maybe there's enough time if you're quicker with your reaction speed.
And see there, like we were talking about before, up B into shield, still can't really punish it all that well.
Wow, got right up in his face and then gyroed. And it just went right through him. Unfortunate. I mean, I don't think he expected the roll in from Generic on the attack.
Bombs, just chuck them way up there.
Exactly, because the R.O.B's going to approach him from above.
Yeah.
Right, that's a typical route there.
Would you say that R.O.B has the best recovery in the game?
No. Really? Because, I mean, it's just like, I think the recovery by itself isn't really that good. It's the up air out of the recovery that makes it dangerous.
Yeah.
I think on face, like the up B, it doesn't have like a hitbox to protect you.
True.
It's just like you are reliant on using your expected up air. And it's like you can't really do too much below the ledge other than that. So I don't know. I think in terms of like, if you want to count like with the up air, yeah, sure. Probably one of the best. But I don't know. I think in that situation, it's not really as useful. Wow.
Back air. Nice. Back air.
Yeah, honestly, forcing Generic to the platform, he's not able to get off of it, but just catching it, like he's able to cover both above and below the platform, which really benefited him a lot.
Yeah, the back air on R.O.B is a huge hitbox. And it's not something that R.O.B tends to throw out all that often.
Right, just because it's a delayed hit, right? It's like it's very like telegraphed, sort of like the nair, but it's like it doesn't matter, right? Those things are what make R.O.B good.
R.O.B's a heavy boy.
He is a heavy boy. Like we said, that 140, now 150, still gonna have to go for a bigger hit than that.
Second hit of back air.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Just enough. Like it was great DI, but I mean, you could tell he was inches away from being able to get back from that too.
And Generic holding it down for the Virginia locals against the invading Maryland crew.
I suppose so,
I'm pretty sure MJ's from Maryland,
yes.
right? Okay.
That's why he goes to
Xanadu
a lot.
Time.
Yeah, that's why he goes to Xanadu a lot. He's an MD boy.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm happy to say I think Enhanced is MD as well.
That makes sense.
I think Enhanced is MD.
Yeah. Well, a lot of those like Xanadu regulars.
Yeah, but I mean that's what I want to see. I want to see more MD regulars come to the cave, just like we saw like the cave regulars going to the grind last week.
Yep. All right, back to PS2.
Yep. Obviously, just running it right back, no changes. And there it is, like that telegraph nair still catching you because it covers so much space.
Oh, there's those down airs.
Or down tilts.
Down tilts.
Yeah, the down tilts are really useful. A lot of shield pressure, just kind of like poking at you, you know, making you want to jump or do something else, like roll away.
Oh yeah.
Those situations, like MJ loves putting you in.
The best is when very close.
That could have been scary.
My favorite is when you get stuck between R.O.B and the gyro, and you just get down there back and forth into it.
Yeah, exactly. It's not an infinite, but it feels like it sometimes. You're like, damn.
And it's a down tilt to up air. It's a pretty good confirm.
Yeah, it's unconventional, but it works.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and R.O.B is a big enough target, too, that some of those things that may not work on other characters very likely will.
For sure. Okay, nice parry on the nair. That's what you want to see, because that's how you get back in. Now, you don't see a lot of, like, rotor arm from MJ, and I think that's a good personally, but, I mean, at the same time, like, I think, one, Generic is waiting for it, as are we. But, I mean, two, it's like, you know, I think it could be useful in situations
gyro
like this.
drops so well.
Oh, my God, he snaps the ledge, but it doesn't matter.
I wish that down air had hit. I mean, I know he killed right after anyway, but those gyro drops into a down air would have been
right. That's the setup. That's the big setups that R.O.B benefits so much from.
Yeah, and there he is showing those hands that R.O.B.
Yep, there it is.
Hands.
There you. That's what you wanted to see. And trying to go for the tether grab doesn't pay off in your favor there. Great timing from the down air on MJ's part. It was really well timed.
And Generic still approaching with those projectiles, trying to find a way in.
Right. But I mean, now MJ's got the angles. He's able to go in for the kill. Or at least 1% at this point.
Here we go. Up air kill. That's the second one of this game.
Yeah, Generic's not down and out yet. He's ready to get back in this. Oh, I see that. He's trying to play a little bit with the gyro. R.O.B's like, that's my toy.
That right there, what we just saw, that cadence seems to be MJ's go-to. Down tilt, jab, jab. Yeah. And you just figure out what you need to do from there. But the question is, can Generic find a way to cover that? Because we've seen that a bunch of times this game so far.
Yeah, I mean, as long as I think as long as he keeps mixing up his reactions, I think he can keep MJ on his toes and kind of like stuff out some of the options that he's throwing out. Now it seems like he's looking pretty good, bringing it back even.
And Generic back in the driver's seat.
At least for now. I mean, sitting center stage, you want to be there. Now, MJ's got him pushed to the ledge. He's looking to get something, but the rollback suggests that he's trying to play it more patiently.
Ooh, the boomerang stops the down smash.
Wow, saving Generic's life, and now might save the game for him.
Ooh.
Maybe not.
So you can bounce on a lot of people's shields, but not R.O.B's.
Right, it's like bounce me once, shame on you. Bounce me twice, you're dead.
Yeah.
You're dead.
Yeah, that's when you do the first bounce and then you get out of there.
Yeah, it was risky. I mean, I think that he, you know, just wanted to test MJ, right? See if he's gonna do something, right? It's like, okay, you don't expect that I'm gonna hit you twice with the down air, but MJ's like, I'm ready for it. I'm good. I'm holding shield until I see you move, and I'm like, if you're not moving, I'm throwing it out.
Absolutely. R.O.B.
The announcer's the only one excited about R.O.B.
That's the first part of my name.
Oh, funny. Yeah, look at you. Yeah, like, yeah, that looks just like you too, man.
Yeah. Yeah, back to PS2 for the third game.
Yeah, we were just really not switching it up at all.
It's not MDVA without PS2.
I mean, I guess it's not really anywhere. I mean, I think it's not just true of MDVA. I think a lot of reviews kind of just like have accepted PS2 as like the light and the truth. Oh. Okay, I like the Zaire, but it's just like, you know, you do expect that R.O.B's going to jump, but MJ's really good about mixing it up and not necessarily going for like an aerial. He's just like, I have good grounded abilities as well. Unfortunately, the gyro just like caught like 5 of those arrows.
I mean, it's a projectile, but it's also defensive.
Exactly.
It's just a useful thing.
Yeah, it's like it's all about the stage presence. Man, punishing that forward air.
R.O.B has so much charisma. That stage presence is phenomenal.
Yes. You know, it's like, look at him. He's a regular like social butterfly right there.
Hit that back throw, but just there's so little that he can do to take advantage of R.O.B off stage, because that high recovery just guarantees like, hey, I'm gonna get back.
very bold of Generic to try to stuff out the aerial approach, going for, I'm assuming, an up air, and just like a blast of fire right in the face. Nice.
So he just managed to avoid the R.O.B down air in order to throw out a down air.
Right. But now it's like, ooh, good delay on that up B to get himself out of a down air situation that was certain down.
Generic getting up 70% very quickly.
Yeah, that's the blend of the we were talking about earlier when we were seeing the Youngling Dittos, right? Like Youngling can really, especially for like a bigger character like R.O.B, just really kind of like sweep you up and start racking up the numbers.
And death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah, I mean, except those cuts are like pretty deep.
Yeah.
Like he does some decent damage with any of those hits.
All right, last stock for Generic now. MJ about to close it out in winner's semi.
Possibly, I mean, Generic able to just get a good kill move and turn it right back even as long as he stays true to the neutral. There it is.
Yeah, he really likes those up airs.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that it has paid off, and it has also hurt him a little bit.
He's gone for a couple that he really
equally as
shouldn't
much,
have.
right? I think it's like an over-reliance on it at some point, but it's also just like, if it is working, like, I mean, I don't see the harm as long as you can keep mixing it up. And so far, MJ is getting caught with them enough that I can see him justifying it for sure. And of course, like in those situations, like out of a combo, great option. Always do it.
And the back air there at the ledge. MJ will take it over Generic 2-1.
Yeah, it's very hard. I mean, I think the only thing that would have worked there is probably roll.
Drop down. Try
yeah,
again.
but even then,
that's a risky move.
That's scary. You don't want to do that against R.O.B because it's like then he's sitting with gyro on ledge.
Yep.
He can easily just like short hop down air you. It's scary.
Oh, I forgot his winner semis. This is the best 3 out of 5.
And you lose the legend vulnerability. But yes, that is true. That is true. It is best of 5. It's not over yet. MJ, what's the color change?
Is it? No, I think that's
no, it's the same one. Okay,
yeah.
no, I'm just saying.
You're just so used to the Bumblebee body always uses.
No, actually, I thought he was using default for a second there.
Oh.
Anyway, Generic always uses his pastel wing. But yeah, we're just keeping it real. Obviously, Generic gonna fight back harder than ever before, trying to even this game count back up, take it to a Game 5 situation.
Man, just doing these gyro drops so clean.
Okay. A couple of empty hops from MJ there. I like it. It's like a good way to kind of bait out some options from Generic, but in this situation, Generic was able to react appropriately. Ooh. Yeah, not gonna get caught in that one again.
No.
There's great patience there.
Oh, so that was a risky move for Generic right there because being caught between R.O.B and the gyro, you're asking to get mixed up.
Right, and of course at like 120, like that's a kill move waiting to happen.
In Street Fighter terms, that's like getting stuck between Yuri and he just reflected.
Okay, I have no idea what you just said, so.
It's a thing. Anyway.
I'm sure it is a thing. But yeah, that's a thing too. Going for the forward air out of that combo, 171. MJ takes the L on that stock. Okay, yeah, easy punish on the grab. Oh no, he tries to go for the tether and it doesn't reach.
The tether not reaching is one thing, but I'm surprised that he didn't react to it missing quickly enough to double jump and up B again. I think he might have been able to make it if he'd reacted faster.
Right, that's true. I think he was probably just watching what he was doing. You have to keep your eye on R.O.B almost the entire match, which is scary.
Right, because at any given time you're going to get hit with multiple things.
Exactly, because it's like you got the gyro on ledge, that's one thing to worry about. Then you got R.O.B with just like 5 things to worry about.
Yep. R.O.B has 5 whole things.
He's 5 and a half.
Yeah.
Okay, good wait. Obviously, he saw that option, and he was like, okay, I'm going to make you up smash, get something out of it.
Oh, the up air, not quite enough to close out that stock.
Yeah, not yet. But anything can close out the stock from either player at this point.
Does Young Link's down tilt spike like Link's does?
I don't think so.
Okay. It pops up to that. It pops up exactly for that. All right, generic at 135.
Oh,
Can
no.
go the distance.
There's the rotor arm that we were waiting to see, and there it is. He's using it to, throw the bomb right back in Youngling's face. And in this situation,
Oh no!
Yeah,
The second SD of the game.
well, I think at that point he just kind of saw the light fading and was just like, this is it. I've lost. No win.